I am very late this morning. As you can see behind me, sun's already peeking over the hills. I wanted to get here before it was even light out, but that didn't happen. But as I was paying for parking this morning, found a dollar bill on the ground. So, hoping that's a sign that today's gonna be a good day. Alright, we're fishing. Like I said, we're super late today. I wanted to get here before the sun came up, but didn't make it. That's okay, we're gonna keep at it. Doesn't mean we can't catch a fish. So if you've been following along here in California, we've been dealing with heavy storms, and that's been causing the rivers to come up super high, you know, super dirty water. And it's starting to clear up now. We haven't had rain for a few days, but the water is still pretty high, pretty dirty. Definitely a lot higher than I would have liked it to be, but there's still fish to be caught in here. It doesn't mean we can't catch them, but it might be a little bit tougher. Super heavy current out there. I'm thinking that the fish aren't going to want to swim up in that heavy current. They're going to be swimming up really close to the bank here, because this is where it's a little bit softer, a little bit slower water. And because it's so dirty, the fish won't get spooked because they won't be able to see me so close to the bank. So I think if we're going to catch one, it's going to be right in shallow here. So let's try here for a little bit. We'll work our way up and down the river accordingly. But for now, let's work this little spot. All right, well, no luck here. Let's try another spot. Look at this little spot. I got bushes to my right, bushes to my left. If I hook one in here, yeah, it's gonna be an adventure. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen, but I'm hoping that's a problem that we can deal with at some point. Nice thing is there's some real slow moving water through here, so if there's any fish that like want to take a break, we can come in this little soft water. There's a little tree kind of in the water up above me, so it's kind of giving us a little current break here. Nope. All right, moving on. Walked along the bank a little bit, checked out a few spots. But I mean, I'm sure there's fish in there, but it's just so hard to fish with how fast this water's moving through here, how much water is moving through there. So I'm gonna pick it up, drive around, park in another spot, see if I can find another section of the river that's hopefully a little bit softer moving. New spot. This does look a little bit more fishable. We're on like a little offshoot, like the river kind of splits. You can see there's a little like island in the middle there. So I think if a fish comes into this little section, it's a lot more catchable, in my opinion.
Morning.
Morning. Any luck?
Nope. No signs.
Nothing rolling?
Coming up, or, you know, I was here last week and there were some rising out here.
Oh yeah? Well,
good luck.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
See what happens. I really like this little spot right here. You can see there's like a little trickle coming in from like the main river, and then there's a point here and a point on the other side, so kind of some contour there. I really think there could be a fish in here. Feeling optimistic. One thing with steelhead is it's tough, or it's easy to get discouraged, because there's a lot of downtime with no fish action, but can't lose hope. Just gotta stay focused, keep your eyes on the prize, wait for that bobber down. Oh God. All right, well, no luck for me this morning. Long morning, a lot of casts, no action. not even a single. I had one kind of suspicious bobber down, but if I were to bet, I don't think that was a fish. So tough morning. I'm gonna go get some lunch and then come back with a vengeance in the afternoon. Got a nice bowl of soup for lunch, and now I'm ready to get back out there. I was feeling kind of discouraged this morning, just no action, but this is what I was talking about earlier. I think I said it this morning. Steelhead fishing is a lot of waiting. They call it the fish of 1,000 casts for a reason. And a lot of times you'll go through big lulls like this. And honestly, this wasn't even a big lull. It hasn't even been a full day, but I casted for probably like 4 or 5 hours this morning without even a nibble. But that doesn't mean I might not catch one on the first cast when I get back out there. So I'm convening myself. It's about 1:30 right now. Sunset's at about 5:30. So for the next 4 hours, we're gonna go cast and drift and cast and drift and cast and drift all day. If I don't catch one, then I don't catch one, but I'm at least gonna put in an effort today. So with that being said, let's suit up and get out there. All right, quick break. Man, tough action. Not even a single sniff of a fish. But because of that, I'm gonna go remind myself what a fish looks like. Oh God, those are some big steelhead. Anyways, we're fishing by a hatchery today, so they have the whole setup here where all the fish come up this little fish ladder behind me. You can see they got there's a little gate here that they close, but they don't want any fish to come up. It's open right now. So anyways, the fish will eventually come up this little ladder here, up into the hatchery behind me, and that's where they spawn and eventually release the steelhead smolts back into the river. But yeah, I can see them right here coming up the ladder. See if you guys can see them. You can see that one beat up one right on the other side there. That one's pretty easy to see, but there's a bunch of them in here. They come all the way up this thing that weaves all the way back around down into the river. They eventually come all the way up here and then up into the hatchery. So you can see here they even have all these windows lined up here so that you can see all these fish come up the ladder. Where I was just standing was right on top of this up there. But yeah, look in here. Look at those guys. There's 5 of them right there. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe the glare might not be great. There, you can't miss that one. There's 2 of them right there. That one's still pretty chrome. It's a nice hen. Well, I don't think you guys can see them, but there's at least 10 fish right here. Especially this one, man, that looks like a nice fish. Would have liked to hook that one when it was out in the river. So I think all these ones in the front here are hens, and then all the ones trailing them are all males, which makes sense because in the river, that's how they travel up the river as well. The hens kind of lead the males up the river because as the hens are dropping their eggs, the males want to be right behind fertilizing those eggs as they kind of trickle down the river. But oh look, there's a little trout in there too. Pretty cool to see them in here, but I'm not going to catch one standing here looking at them. So let's get back to the river and start casting again. So all those go up into the hatchery, they spawn them, and then I'm pretty sure they release them back into the river. So nice little program, gives us fishermen something to chase, gives us some fish that we can take home if we're lucky enough to catch a hatchery fish. But anyway, just want to come in here, remind myself what a steelhead looks like. Now let's see if we can go find one out in the river. So today I'm using a double bead rig, so not just one but 2. Kind of like the single bead better. It's just easier to work with. I feel like it's cleaner, less tangles, easier to cast, less snags, and I feel like I catch almost as many fish. But I feel like today, with as tough as the fishing is, how dirty the water is, I think I just need to maximize my presentation down there as much as possible. So I elected to have 2 baits in the water, okay, the double feed rig. And because the fish are going to be so close to the bank outside of that current, I don't need to cast it very far, so I don't need to worry about that too much. So that's why I'm electing to use this. I also tried bait earlier today, but didn't have any luck on that. So just plugging away, hoping that I can find one. Just looking for one bite. That's a fish. I had a fish. I had one. Dang it. I'm trying to be quiet because there's so many people around. But I had one. Dang. I was kind of messing around. Oh my god. I had one. Damn it. That was a good fish too. I felt him give one good head shake, and then I don't know if the GoPro picked it up. I think it probably did. Just rolled right there as it spit the hook. Oh, that was my chance. Oh, that was my chance. Hopefully I get another one, I guess. So we probably got about half an hour more fishing time. Oh man, that burns. God, that burns. I think I've done this drift like 100 times. More than 100 times, I bet. That was my chance. Can't lose focus when you're steelhead fishing. Man, might only get one chance. That might have been it. Stay on there. You got a second chance. I got a second chance. Oh no, he's heading downstream though, in a big way. Gotta keep him up here. There's nowhere else for me to go. I can't walk downstream. Look at this. There's trees here, trees there. Only space for me to land him is right here, so I gotta kind of put the pressure on him. I mean, gotta have faith in all my knots and everything. That's your only hope. There's no chasing him down today. Try to just keep him calm. Oh, there he is. Man, I'm gonna fall in. He's right up in those trees. I'm gonna tighten this just a tad. Come back. Okay, we're coming. We're coming. I gotta trick him to come in right in here. Got a feeling this is gonna take some time. Okay. Come on. Come on now. No, stay out of that. No. No. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no, he's way down there. This is not looking good. This is not looking good. Oh, I gotta tighten it up. If it breaks, it breaks. But I cannot afford for him to go any farther down. Okay, he's coming back. He's coming back. He's coming back. I gotta just ease him up. Don't pull on him too hard. Don't yank on him. Just like a nice steady force. Bring him back up. He went way past, I don't know if you guys can see that tree right there. He went way past it down there. And so now I'm just bringing him back underneath it, I think, is what's happening right here. Trying to keep that pressure. barbless hook. I mean, you saw the one that we lost already. Just trying to keep that pressure. This is on that double hook rig that I was showing you guys earlier. Double hook, double bead rig is what I meant to say. Also keeping my tip somewhat low to try and keep them from thrashing at the surface. I mean, it's nice when they jump, it looks cool, but man, that gives you so much more chance to lose them. So we try to keep them down. Oh yeah, I can see I just saw my float right in front of me here. So we got him close again. Let's see if we can get a look. See if we can get a look. I have a feeling he's gonna go on in. Oh, it's a big one! Oh my God, it's big! It's big. It's big. Oh my God, it's big. I don't know if the GoPro probably didn't pick him up, but I saw him just roll right there. Oh my God, it's big. This is like one of those fish I saw in the tunnel at the hatchery. Okay, bring him back up slowly but surely. There's my float. Okay. Oh my God, it's a nice fish. Not super chrome, but it's definitely big. Okay. I'm gonna try to bring him up right in here. I really should have brought a net, but I didn't, so. Right in the beak. Big buck, big buck. All right, this drops off pretty good right here, so I can't go too far in, but what I'm gonna try to do is just bring him right in here because I'm not gonna keep this fish. I'm actually gonna just let him go. It's a hatchery fish, so we could keep him, but I'm just gonna let him go. Oh! All right, just come on in. You hit that top bead. Okay, I got him. Okay. We got him. Whew. 12-minute fight. Man. This took a lot of casts to get this guy to hit. But that's a nice buck. I'd say it's probably 28, 29 inches, maybe even 30. You know, I'll probably give him 30 inches. That's a solid fish. It's got a nice dorsal fin. Usually, or sometimes, the hatchery fish, you know, they were kind of beat up from the pens. You can see it's a hatchery fish. It's got the clipped adipose fin right there. So technically, here in California, so we're fishing in the river, barbless hook, we have a steelhead card, all that stuff. We could keep this fish, but we're gonna let it go. This might be the biggest steelhead of my life, honestly. It's pretty close. All right, we're gonna take this hook out. Check this out. So this is why it's so stressful and why that first fish just came out. You see this? How easy that just popped out? No problem. All right, we're gonna let him go. Yeah.
Looks like about at least what, 4 pounds?
Yeah, a little bit more, I think.
Maybe 5?
Probably 7 or 8.
Did it take a little time? What is that?
It's a steelhead.
Huh?
Steelhead.
Trout?
Yeah, it's related to both. It's kind of in the middle of a trout and a salmon.
We'll let him go?
Yeah, I'm letting him go. All right, here he goes.
Wow.
There he goes. Steelhead fishing is a grind. Well, actually, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's hot, stumble upon a pot of fish, and you can just whack them. But today, it's not one of those days. It was a grind, and that's how it is many times with steelhead. But like I was saying earlier in the video, just gotta put your head down. Well, don't put your head down. Keep your head up. Look for the signs, any little clues, and just keep casting. You never know when that bead or that lure, or whatever you're using, that plug might swim in front of a hungry steelhead, and that guy's gonna come up and bite it. And then it's game on. I was so bummed when I lost that first fish, man. I thought that was gonna be my only chance, but luckily the steelhead gods shined on me. They gave me one more shot at it. They rewarded me for all of my efforts. And I was able to land that nice one and get him on film for you guys out there. It does take a special kind of stubbornness to be a steelhead fisherman. It's not for everyone, but I personally enjoy the challenge. Appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks for sticking with it. Yeah, I'm gonna go home, go to bed, sleep in. Might sleep 12 hours tonight, man. I am exhausted, but I'm also feeling victorious. Thank you guys for watching another steelhead adventure. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.